You're standing next to someone you don't know very well. You want to say something friendly, but suddenly, your mind goes completely blank.
Yeah, your brain gives you one brilliant idea. Absolutely nothing.
You smile, they smile. 2 seconds pass. Somehow, those 2 seconds feel like 20.
Then your phone, your coffee cup, even the wall suddenly become very interesting.
And later you think, why couldn't I just say something normal?
If that sounds familiar, stay with us. Today, we're giving your brain a simple plan for those moments.
Hello, and welcome to my English study. I'm Sophia, and this is Daniel.
Hi everyone, it's good to be here. And I have to say, this topic is very personal for me.
In this episode, we'll practice what to say when you have nothing to say, especially with people you don't know very well.
We'll show you how to start, how to keep a conversation moving, what to do when it goes quiet, and how to leave without making it weird.
And near the end, you'll answer real situations out loud and do a short shadowing practice with us.
So don't just listen today. Give yourself permission to speak, even if your sentence isn't perfect.
Daniel, when was the last time your mind went blank in a conversation?
Honestly, a birthday party a few months ago. I knew the host, but almost nobody else.
Oh, that's a dangerous situation for a quiet person.
Exactly. My friend walked away to talk to someone, and suddenly, I was standing next to a woman I'd never met.
And what did you do?
I looked at the food table like I was studying it for an exam.
Very serious research.
Very serious. Then she said, "The cake looks good."
That sounds like a perfect opening.
It was. And I answered, "Yeah."
And then?
And then, nothing. Conversation finished. Thank you for coming.
Okay, let's replay that moment. She says, "The cake looks good. What could you add after, yeah?"
Maybe I'd say, "Yeah, it does. Have you tried it?"
Perfect. You didn't need a clever story. You just gave the conversation back to her.
So small talk is less like giving a speech and more like passing a ball.
Exactly. You don't have to hold the ball forever. Receive it, add something small, and pass it back.
Okay, but what if nobody speaks first? What if I'm the person who has to start?
Then use what's already around you. Notice something, make a simple comment, and if it feels natural, add an easy question.
So, I don't have to invent an amazing topic.
No. At an English class, you could say, "This room is warmer than I expected. Is this your first class here?"
At a party, I could say, "The music is great tonight. Do you know the band?"
Exactly. Or at work, "The kitchen is busy this morning. Is it always like this?"
That's surprisingly simple.
Simple is good. When you're nervous, complicated English is not your friend.
I need that sentence on a t-shirt.
The goal is not to impress the other person. The goal is to make the next sentence easier for both of you.
That changes the pressure. I only need to help us reach the next sentence.
Right. One sentence at a time is enough.
Did you ever have one of those blank mind moments at work?
Oh, yes. On my first week in a new office, I ended up alone at the coffee machine with a senior manager.
The coffee machine can become a very small room at moments like that.
Exactly. We said hello, and then there was silence. I remember thinking, say something. Anything.
What did you say?
I said, "I'm still learning where everything is in this office. Is there a good place nearby to get lunch?"
That's good, because you gave him something about yourself first.
Yes. And that little detail made the question feel less like an interview.
What did he say?
He told me about a tiny cafe around the corner. Then we started talking about coffee, lunch, and which days the office was busiest.
So, the conversation found its own direction.
Exactly. I didn't plan 3 topics. I shared one small thing, asked one easy question, and listened to his answer.
That's useful. Share a little, then ask.
Yes. For example, I'm new to this neighborhood. Do you know a good place for coffee?
Or, I haven't been to this event before. How do you know the host?
Exactly. A small piece of information gives the other person more ways to answer.
Well, I have another problem. Sometimes I know lots of questions, but then I ask them one after another.
Where do you live? What do you do? How long have you worked there? What do you do on weekends?
Yes. Suddenly, I'm not making small talk. I'm working for the police.
The fix is simple. React to the answer before you ask the next question.
Can we try it?
Sure. Ask me what I did last weekend.
What did you do last weekend?
I went hiking with a friend on Sunday.
Oh, nice. Where did you go?
We went to Pine Ridge. The view was beautiful.
That sounds lovely. Do you hike there often?
Did you hear what changed? Daniel didn't only ask questions. He reacted first.
And the reactions were tiny. Oh, nice. That sounds lovely. Really? No way. That's interesting.
Those little reactions tell the other person, I'm listening to you.
And they give my brain an extra second to think of the next question.
Exactly. That's useful English and useful thinking time.
Okay, let's say the conversation is going well, and then suddenly, blank again.
Then you need a few rescue lines. Not 20. Just a few phrases you trust.
My favorite is probably, what about you?
Yes. If someone asks about your weekend, answer briefly and send the question back. I stayed home and watched a film. What about you?
Another good one is, how do you know the host?
Perfect for parties, weddings, dinners, or any event where people have a connection to someone there.
What about, have you been here before?
Very useful. You can use it at a class, restaurant, event, gym, conference, almost anywhere.
And if I know the person a little, I can ask, how's your week going?
Exactly. Or, how have things been? That's a little more open and works well with someone you've met before.
So I should keep maybe 3 or 4 rescue questions ready, not memorize 50.
Right. And choose questions that let people decide how much they want to share.
Meaning, I probably shouldn't open with, so, how much money do you make?
Please don't. With new people, be careful with money, health, relationships, religion, politics, or anything that feels too personal.
Easy topics first. Personal topics only when the relationship makes them natural.
Exactly. Friendly doesn't have to mean deeply personal.
Now we have to talk about the thing everyone fears. Awkward silence.
Here's something important. A short silence does not mean the conversation failed.
Even if my brain is screaming, emergency?
Even then, take a second. Smile. You can return to something the person said earlier.
For example, you mentioned you're new to the area. How are you liking it so far?
Exactly. Or you can gently change the subject with, by the way, have you tried the food here?
I like, by the way. It feels like a little bridge to a new topic.
That's a good way to think about it. And remember, you don't have to fill every second.
Sometimes the other person is thinking too. Maybe both brains just need a moment.
Exactly. A pause is not a disaster. It's just a pause.
Okay, what if the conversation isn't bad, but I simply want to leave?
Then leave politely. Ending a conversation is part of having a good conversation.
This is where I usually stay. 5 minutes too long.
At a party, you can say, "It was nice talking to you. I'm going to get another drink."
Or, it was great meeting you. I'm going to find my friend.
At work, I might say, "I should get back to this, but it was good to catch up."
Much better than slowly walking backward and hoping the other person understands.
Please don't test that method.
So, a good ending is actually kind. It tells the other person clearly that the conversation is finished.
Exactly. Clear and warm is usually better than disappearing without a word. Let's make this easy to remember. Daniel, I'm going to give you a situation. You give me the idea.
Okay, let's see if my brain has a plan now.
You want to start, but you have no topic.
Notice something around us. Make a simple comment and ask an easy question.
The person answers your question.
React first, then ask a follow-up question.
Your mind suddenly goes blank.
Use one of my rescue lines, like, "What about you?" or "Have you been here before?"
There are 3 seconds of silence.
Don't panic. Smile, think, and return to something we already talked about.
You want to leave.
End warmly and clearly. It was nice talking to you. I'm going to find my friend.
Look at that! Your brain has a whole emergency kit now.
A very small emergency kit. Which is good, because I don't want to carry 50 questions to every party.
Now, it's your turn. Imagine the situation and say one sentence out loud. Don't wait for a perfect answer.
And if you need more time, pause the episode. Ready?
Situation 1. You're early for an English class. Another student is sitting beside you. Start the conversation.
You could say, "Hi, is this your first class here?"
Or, "This room is really warm today. Have you taken a class here before?"
Situation 2. A coworker says, "I went to the mountains this weekend." React and ask a follow-up question.
You could say, "Oh, nice. Where did you go?"
Situation 3. You're at a friend's birthday party and you meet someone new. Ask a safe rescue question.
You could ask, "How do you know Mia?"
Or, "Have you been to one of Mia's parties before?"
Situation 4. The conversation goes quiet, but the person mentioned earlier that they're new in town. Bring the topic back.
You could say, "You mentioned you're new here. How are you liking the area so far?"
Situation 5. You've enjoyed the conversation, but you want to go back to your friends. End politely.
You could say, "It was really nice talking to you. I'm going to find my friends."
If your answer was different from ours, that's completely fine. Natural conversations have many good answers.
Let's finish with 5 short lines for shadowing. Listen, then repeat the sentence out loud.
Is this your first time here?
Oh, nice. How did that go?
What about you?
By the way, have you been here before?
It was really nice talking to you.
You know, I think the biggest thing for me is that I don't need to be interesting every second.
Exactly. A good conversation isn't a performance. It's 2 people helping each other take the next small step.
And sometimes the other person is nervous too. Your simple question may actually make their evening easier.
So the next time your mind goes blank, don't search for the perfect sentence. Notice something, react, Ask one easy question and pass the ball back.
And if there are 2 quiet seconds, we officially give you permission not to panic.
Now we want to hear from you. Which situation is hardest? Starting a conversation, keeping it going, handling silence, or ending it?
Write your answer in the comments, and if you can, use one phrase from today's episode.
Thanks for spending this time with us at My English Study.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.